Have you ever seen someone walk into a room and then everyone just turns to listen? That's executive presence. And it's not something you're born with, it's something you build. So today, I'll teach you the communication habits that make people stop and take notice. Executive presence is often described as gravitational pull, the ability to command attention, project confidence, and inspire trust. The good news? It's a skill that anyone can develop. Let's start by breaking it down into three core components: confidence, clarity, and connection. First, let's talk about confidence. Confidence is the foundation of executive presence. It's not about arrogance, it's about self assurance. People are naturally drawn to leaders who project confidence because it signals competence and stability. But how do you build and project confidence? One of the best tools for projecting confidence is body language. Amy Cuddy's research on power posing shows that standing or sitting in an expansive, open posture can boost your confidence and convey authority. For example, standing tall with your shoulders back, keeping your chin level, and maintaining steady eye contact immediately signals self-assurance. Here's an exercise. Before your next meeting or presentation, just take 2 minutes to stand in a power pose. Place your hands on your hips and stretch your arms wide. This simple act can reduce stress and increase your sense of control, helping you exude confidence when you enter the room. Let's move to clarity. Executive presence is all about being heard and understood. Clarity ensures that your message cuts through the noise. But how can you communicate with clarity? First, be concise. Avoid rambling and over-explaining. Just get to your point quickly. Second, structure your message. Start with your main idea. Support it with 2 or 3 points and end with a clear takeaway. Third, pause for impact. Strategic pauses give your audience time to absorb your message and emphasize key points. For example, instead of rushing through a list, pause briefly between items to let each one land. Think of clarity as your communication compass. The clearer your message, the more likely your audience is to follow your lead. Finally, let's talk about connection. Executive presence isn't just about looking or sounding confident. It's about making others feel seen, heard, and valued. Connection is what transforms a strong speaker into a magnetic leader. To build connection, focus on active listening. This means giving your full attention to the person speaking, using affirming body language like nodding and asking thoughtful questions. For example, if someone shares an idea, respond with something like, "That's an interesting perspective. Can you tell me more about how you see this working?" Another way is by showing empathy. Now, empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It means understanding and acknowledging others' feelings and perspectives. For instance, in a heated discussion, you might say, "I can see why this situation feels challenging for you. Let's explore some solutions together." Empathy fosters trust, and trust amplifies your influence. Now that we've covered the core components of executive presence, let's dive into practical strategies you can start using today. 1. Master your tone of voice. Your tone conveys as much meaning as your words. Speak with a calm, steady pace and avoid filler words like or like. Practice varying your tone to emphasize your key points and maintain your audience's interest. 2. Dress the part. Your appearance should align with the role you're aspiring to. This doesn't mean you need an expensive wardrobe, but dressing professionally and appropriately for your environment signals that you take your role seriously. 3. Prepare and practice. Preparation is the secret weapon of confident communicators. Before any important interaction, rehearse your key points and anticipate potential questions. For example, if you're presenting a new strategy to stakeholders, practice explaining the why behind your proposal and be ready to address concerns. 4. Solicit feedback. Ask trusted colleagues or mentors for honest feedback on your presence. Questions like, How do I come across in meetings? Or what's the one thing I could do to improve my communication? Can provide you with valuable insights for growth. Now, let's discuss how to apply these strategies in real-world scenarios. Scenario 1. Leading a team meeting. Imagine you're leading a meeting to discuss a major project milestone. Start by standing or sitting tall to project confidence. Open with a clear agenda, such as, today, we'll review our progress, address any roadblocks, and outline next steps. Throughout the meeting, engage your team by asking open-ended questions like, what challenges are we facing? And actively listening to their input. End with a concise summary. To recap, we'll finalize our report by Friday, and I'll follow up with the client next week. Scenario 2. Presenting to executives. You're presenting a new business proposal to senior leadership. Start with a strong opening such as, our proposed strategy could increase revenue 20% in the next quarter. Use structured slides to support your points and maintain steady eye contact with your audience. When addressing questions, stay calm and concise. That's a great question. Here's how we plan to address that challenge. Scenario 3. Navigating difficult conversations. All right, let's say you need to provide constructive feedback to a team member. Begin by creating a positive tone. I value the effort you've put into this project. Then address the issue directly but tactfully. I've noticed some delays in meeting deadlines. Can we discuss what's causing the holdup? End with a collaborative approach. Let's work together to create a plan for staying on track moving forward. Building executive presence takes time and consistent effort, but the results are worth it. Because when you project confidence, communicate with clarity, and build genuine connections, you not only elevate your leadership, you inspire trust, loyalty, and action. Remember, executive presence is a skill you can develop. Practice these strategies, reflect on your progress, and don't be afraid to ask for feedback along the way. To help you refine your executive presence, download the Leadership Communication Toolkit. It includes exercises and tips tailored to enhance your confidence, clarity, and connection. Click on the link below to access your free resource. And don't forget to subscribe for more leadership insights. Next up, we'll explore how to excel in virtual communication. I'll see you there.